Hello and welcome to JOKAKAKA. I am Jim.
And I am Sam.
This is your favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 9, the JoJoLands Review Recap Chapter Review Podcast. We are going to talk about Chapter 18, right?
I believe so.
Or is it 19 and I'm fucking up?
Chapter
here?
19.
God damn it. We're talking about Chapter 19 of the JoJoLands.
Part 1 of Glory Days. So, but before that, before we do our discussion, we of course have to shout out the patrons that leave any amount. And if you want your name shouted out beforehand, you go on the Patreon and just drop whatever you feel like dropping.
Yeah, we love you. We appreciate you. Am I reading them?
Up to you. I'm reading them this month. You didn't signify.
Oh no, Sam, I have bad news. I lost it.
God damn it.
Alright,
I can do this. I can do a speed run.
Sam, I don't know how Patreon works. Every time we do one of these, I have to give it Sabat and Call Me K. Thank you all once again. It's just insane that people pay us money to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes, and this is going to be the last one because next month is a hiatus month, so we have a month break between.
Not the last one.
But the last one, for a total of 2 months.
So next you'll see us in November.
I don't know. I think we should have something.
We'll do it, bro. We're going to do more bro kakakas.
We'll just do a One Piece episode because we've been wanting to talk about One Piece.
We'll talk about it later. Let's talk about Deadly Danger Pours from Above.
Deadly Danger Pours.
Deadly Danger. I like this little cover chapter. I like when we get
Paco.
I like when we get Paco. I just remembered now. I didn't think about it while reading it, but I was really expecting this to be a Paco fight. Yeah, in the Paco chapter, and I'm very sad that Paco hardly shows up in this chapter.
He's curled up in a ball in an elevator. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
But so what I got from this chapter and this cover that Araki's is really into drawing lines, and this is why he loved drawing November Rains.
He fucking loves lines.
He loves November Rains and drawing people with tons of lines over their face, having pure, super clean character like Jodio's face and having November Rain really just pop it off.
It kind of reminds me of the visuals of what is it? Love Train when Valentine is he's got this kind of aura. The way that Araki draws the shining aura.
The Valentine aura, as they call it.
The Valentine aura. It's it's all those very thin
English mod for for part 7 and 8 characters for the All-Star Battle are not too long ago.
Wow, I totally missed that. That's so cool.
Yeah, they voiced Johnny, Gyro, Valentine, Diego, Wonder of You / Toru.
Wow.
Gappy. Oh, he voices Gappy.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Dude. Shout out, yeah. So it's pretty cool to actually do an English mod. And I think Yashao and Joshu, for their one line they have in there. I think even, yeah. It's really cool. Really cool mod that they actually did that.
All right, but to jump back to the chapter of JoJoLands, we get an awesome... This is the shit that I crave deep within my body.
We love flashbacks to JoJo.
It's give
lore.
me the crazy lore about this weird mountain.
I think they even get a flashback in One Piece where you're I crave for this stuff. Give me some of these juicy lore.
The difference is though the JoJo ones are rare and they're also punchier. They're very quick.
But... Yeah, One Piece they're more character related, but this is more this is the history of the Haller family. And
I do want to say, there is some shit going on in the 1800s in Italy and in this new timeline.
And no matter what timeline in the JoJo universe, Italy will somehow be a focus point of some shenanigans.
There were a lot of really important people coming out of Italy in the 1800s. But so we learned that the reason why Akka Howler, our man Akka, which now I'm is Akka supposed to be is it an Italian thing? I don't know. Whatever. We learned that his great-great-grandfather... Sorry, I missed a great.
3 greats.
3 greats.
2 greats and a grand.
He was... Oh, also we learned his age. He's 42.
Yes.
That's cool. I like having a 40...
unless it's referring to the great-great-grandfather was age 42 when he washed up.
Oh, wow. Actually, I'm not sure about that. Okay. But so no, we learned that... do we know his first name? We know that his last name is oh my
it's
God.
not important because he's not gonna. He just is the
Latrato.
You just call him Grandpappy. Grandpappy Howler.
Latrato, which we do learn is the word for howl, I guess, in Italian. Is that what they say?
I guess. Yes.
I can't believe I read this earlier. But so in the 1840s, he was on a vessel that, like another sailor,
on the same ship that Gappy.
He landed on the island with like the titular island.
Titular Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii. And I guess he was stranded there for a bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually had a straight up design, because they literally do a JoJo, could be a cover of JoJo and Dragona. It really kind of looks like Dragona in the one. Like...
Yeah, I mean the skin tight top and the flowers in the hair are very reminiscent of Dragona.
And that's why Howler's gonna go like freaking. He had a painting of his mother and his great grandfather in his mansion, and be like, "You look just like my grandmother," and like gonna be some weird obsession with that. Also, I'm dreading that thought in my head of like the villain just like, yes, you remind me of grandmother.
What if we're talking about a situation where like Dragona is not actually a true brother?
Okay.
To JoJo. Okay, you're already laughing at my theory. Fuck you.
What do you mean? Not a real Joestar?
No, like it has like a half brother.
They have the freaking star. I guess.
You could still be a half brother.
But Mama Joestar fucked a Howler.
Yeah, fucked a Howler, because we know she is Howler. Oh no, sorry, who is it? What's their mom's name again?
Oh my god, I don't.
Wow, we're bad fans. We're fucking terrible podcasters. We do this for a living, Sam.
It's because it's not Holly.
It's not Holly.
It's not.
But she is the Joestar. So what I'm saying is maybe Akka is actually Dragona's dad.
I don't think so.
You heard it here first. Jim.
That was abandoned in New Jersey, like where you go to dump off all your illegitimate children.
Well, I mean, he is a jet setter. He flies all around the world.
Barbara Ann. Yes.
Okay. Barbara Ann Joestar.
I was like, it's not like, yeah.
Also, we are correct, right? She is the Joestar.
Yes.
It's not the father. Okay.
Yes. He's like Jotaro's dad, who's just not important.
Yeah. So, okay, one last thing I want to say about the great grandfather of Akka. He has what looks to be like a big hat, like a cowboy hat or something behind him. I don't know. I'm getting
like a sombrero kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I'm getting like cowboy-y vibes from it. It's very cool. I want to see this in color.
It's probably like I'm sure there's like a Hawaiian sombrero, which, like, you know, the shirt is so like.
Oh yeah, maybe it is like a Hawaiian thing that I'm just not aware of. But yeah,
I take the Hawaiian hat and I get a bucket hat, but then I guess I'll get like a stupid like wicker hat kind of.
Yeah, maybe that's like a derivative version.
But it's like an inside out sombrero.
Yeah, maybe that's like a because this is still in the 1800s, so maybe that's like a derivative version. Whatever. We learn a lot about this.
Araki saw it on vacation one time.
So specifically, there's no water sources. There's no like natural water sources. On this part of the island.
This is just the backstory of how they got their fortune of essentially being a chokehold on like the irrigation of the water supply of like Hawaii.
It's actually really interesting how thought out Araki has, how much he's thought out like the ownership of the land and like the mechanisms of how the property is being changed hands and like legal. I just think it's really interesting. It's not something I would have ever expected from JoJo.
Like, instead of digging, like Minecraft, you never dig straight down. You have to dig straight ahead.
Yeah, so this is clearly this is how he discovered some of the weird magic is through these tunnels that he dug, these special irrigation tunnels, I guess.
Yeah, and that's when they changed the last name because the last name meant how in English, and then they like, oh, we just added ER to that end.
So yeah, they actually have a farm that's like essentially I guess the property that's on the land, but they do own I guess I don't know, like this is a lot of like really big like governmental stuff. I don't know, like they get their water distribution rights. I guess that's what you'd say.
They own the land and the hotel. Is like luxury hotels came in there and needed the lands and the water supply, so they kind of paid for the water supply, and then they got into illegal munition industry. And
yeah, it's interesting. I like how this development, and it feels like a very sort of natural development of, like, we think about like mid 1800s. That's like right as the Industrial Revolution is like kicking off. You have these people who are taking resources that they're getting. Well, in this case, he kind of interestingly marries into the royal family. Yeah, the royal Hawaiian family of this island.
The native Hawaiians.
So through some sort of I'm guessing like law, he still the family still retains that right because it's
he owned
there
a
must
farm.
be what's the word for that? There's like a.
I say he also started a farm there too, so I guess he's like, oh yeah, because I that I'm. Yeah, even
there. I guess like the whole point. What I'm trying to say is like there's like a precedent of the people the natives of the island were given a certain sort of ownership over part of it, and it seems that they retain it because Aka did marry into it, and thus like his children are native Hawaiian, part of that royal family.
It's just very funny that a European like washed up in Hawaii and then just like lives there now. Like
yeah, he lives there. It's really funny. I'm back on my bullshit with Game of Thrones, so I'm obsessed with lineage and marrying into the royal family. So this is right up my alley right now.
And I do like, you know, it gives you the backdrop of like, yeah, their land, like even the government has to get like permission to go onto their land. Like
that's hilarious because as we talked about like a few months ago, I looked into like the legal like because I was like, how can the government just take the land like sight unseen? And that is like totally justifiable under our system.
It was shit in the water supply.
But yeah, like according to this chapter, apparently like they literally get so specific in saying like even if like contaminated, like if there are contaminants that are known to be on their land that affect other areas, the government's still not allowed to unjustly trespass there, which is interesting because like going to what we saw a few chapters ago, the government is just eminent domaining, not even eminent domain. They are literally just repossessing the land for like no reason, which they legally have the right to do, but I think it's immoral and illegal.
Well,
I think it should be illegal.
But yeah, so
but it's magic because it's fucking JoJo.
Yeah, it just the government will not. Why won't the cops be called here? Because they literally cannot go to this land or something like that. It's just some more setting backdrop. But yeah, then we get Paco kind of like busy, bleeding in an elevator in a ball. But yeah, and JoJo is basically the one left, and like
Sorry, one last thing. We did learn that Howler has an estimated $50 billion.
Yeah, 50 billion.
50 billion. That's just a good number to keep in mind.
Yeah, I can't wait till Aka Howler buys Twitter. But
he needs more money than that to buy Twitter.
It was 44 billion on Twitter.
Sorry, now it's probably worth like now it's worth like
$20. It's worth like 10 pesos.
But no, yeah, when Elon bought it, yeah.
Yeah, and then basically as JoJo goes out, we see like the people that were like wheeled in there, also like the lady in the suit and the guy in the wheelchair. Oof. And then we can kind of see our enemies, and she drops her little Hawaiian cat toy,
hula dancer, yeah.
And then we kind of have that standoff, that like the lightning strikes your head anime trope of like everybody kind of realizing in slow motion like what's happening. And so yeah. But then we hilariously cut back to the MRI crew, and this is so funny. Like Smooth Operator's in there, so I know it looks bad, but he's calming down while he's like exploding in the brain. His eyes are like bulging.
His eyes are like actually. Have you seen that woman that has the ability to like pop her eyes out?
That's what it looks like. I have opened a book of the Guinness World Records before.
What record are you winning for? Like furthest eye distance?
I guess, or the longest time for your eyes to be popped out.
But I love this teamwork here so much. Of Dragona and Charming Man.
I do like Usagi's life force itself is fading away. Like I'm not seeing the ghost escape his body yet.
Where's the smoke? We need to see the smoke.
I need to see their ghost. And so and then what's it called? I don't know how dramatic it is because he picks up the dog. It's like so overly dramatic.
This is a really breezy chapter. No, this is like what I love. Like kind of going back to some of my favorite chapters in Part 8, taking like a really mundane situation and adding extreme danger to it. I really like the ways that he uses the doll in particular in this chapter.
Also finding out, like trying to figure out who the identity is of the stand users as well. It's just like also that
it's a classic setup.
The nosebleed. You're like, oh wait, you're damaged. It reminds me of that. What's it called? Oh my god, that one clip of like, wait a minute, nuns don't work on Sundays, and she shoots the nun.
Yeah, it is really funny that would be his reaction.
A girl getting a nosebleed in a hospital, they could just get easy nosebleeds and he went to the hospital for all you know. But again, it's America. No one would go for a hospital visit for that because of the money.
Yeah, you'd have to be like fucking, like your brain is melting out of your nose for you to consider that. But I just really like it's just a really fun, like classic JoJo sort of standoff.
It's more so like noticing like the aura of the bullets just menacingly like, slowly approaching.
It's a few things. It feels like he's able to shoot the bullets without sound. He's able to kinda, because
he still heard a silencer at some points.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, sometimes because we heard it sometimes, I think that means that he can control whether or not it makes a sound.
It is a gun. It's just I still think the silencer is the stand.
I mean, that's possible. So potentially what the silencer is, maybe the stand is the ability of the stand is to just slow things down, and he's able to like create a silencer version of it, and then I don't know, like the whole idea of like bound stands is pretty cool, and like we've gotten a lot more of that in JoJo.
Like give me a good mix of like creature stands and like the part 7 like tool stands, I guess.
Yeah,
the appliance stand.
It's kind of interesting because Mate Kudasai Usagi stand feels like it could do this in a way, like have a stand that has an ability, but then like no, become this thing for me. Like,
and it alters it or whatever. Yeah. We have access to it.
Whereas Mate Kudasai can just kind of do whatever. Like, I like the idea of a stand. Like, okay, my stand is to slow things down. What can I do with that? It's like, oh, I can like turn you into a silencer, and then like when I shoot a gun, the bullets are slow. So
also, they said Usagi's brain is starting to break down. He is going to have brain damage more than he already had.
He will be fine. What if it's like a Homer? It's
he pushes the crane out. Yeah,
where Homer gets a crown in his nose and it makes him smarter.
Yeah, no, he takes it out and he becomes smarter, and everybody hates him because he's smarter with the crown in his.
Oh, that's right.
And he's stupid with the crown.
So he has to put the crown back in. Thank you. It's been a long time since I saw one.
I know that Simpsons episode, but yeah, then we get a really cool shot of November, like the shot at Jodio, which I
hold on, wait, I want to say more about the gun. I have more thoughts about the gun.
Oh, you have more gun thoughts?
So,
all right,
another thought too, because you mentioned the aura thing. Maybe it's a thing where he coats
it sounds. Is that really I feel the silencer. Maybe the silencer also is a stand coat. Yeah, he said coats it.
So it's think of it as like it's coating the bullet, but he could, let's say for example, he just went into the bathroom, shot a bunch of times into his jacket, and then just like has them all like waiting. Maybe that's what he's done. Under his like coat, he has a bunch of the bullets already shot, and he can like manipulate how fast they go.
So under his arms,
yeah, like it's still like in an area that he's like concealing. You know what I mean?
You haven't actually like, I guess, seen him with it.
Yeah, we still don't really know if the stand even is the silencer.
The silencer still looks like a silencer. It's just like that's just my crackpot theory. But yeah, we get a really cool shot of Jodio summoning November Rain. I love the shot of him.
Another thing too, we're talking about the November Rain shot, which is really cool. When he puts the barrier up, it almost like the stand is coating an object to make it slow. And then like when Jodio like breaks it, they like all ricochet off in different directions.
But the shot before the rain comes out is him yelling November Rain. I love shots of just the Joestar with like have the birthmark peek out, like not just just coming out of his hoodie. I always love JoJo panels like that.
Yeah, it's cool. I think someone on Twitter said that this is the first time we've actually seen JoDio's.
Really?
In like a canon moment, not like a drawing that Araki's
a canon moment.
Because like I mean, Araki has drawn him with it, I guess. But
what if he's actually the Howler and Dragona was the main Joestar?
But it's funny to think that like there was people out there who were like, he's not a JoJo. He's not a JoJo till I see that star. I like the idea of that person.
And then we also know that Joseph Joestar went off and just fucked the Howler. Also, like,
hey, it could happen.
But yeah. So then he kind of goes,
I like how it cuts back and forth between the two events. It's really fun.
But the guy he basically says, fuck it. You got to do some extra cleaning up, and just goes guns blazing like. It's like when you like lose to stealth in a video game and you start just on like a Hitman game, you take out your pistol and just start shooting wildly into the crowd.
This is like my stupid dumb like chapter by chapter brain, but when he said that,
I was not expecting like
in a way I feel like, okay, so think about it, like a man goes into a fucking hospital and starts shooting things up. This is America. Like, yeah, people have cell phones. You'd see this immediately. I wonder if he's going to like cover it up in a way. If what he means by that, he's going to try and cover.
He said,
or if his stand has he's able to use his stand in a way to cover it up.
All he says is we're going to have to erase our location from the hospital security cameras. I'm like, I mean,
dude, everyone has a fucking cell phone in their pocket.
I'm pretty sure like there should be guards at a hospital. There's probably an emergency button. Like, I'm pretty sure. I feel like a cop should be stationed at a hospital.
I don't know. You're probably right. There's. I mean, like. Yeah.
But yeah,
he just starts fucking. What is it?
Anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah. Anyway, I started blasting. He literally just starts shooting everyone. It's hilarious.
I don't know, it was a notable character that I thought, maybe the one woman would be something, but no, she just gets obliterated. And so, yeah. And the others are just having casual talking while they shoot up everybody. And, so basically, they're gonna go track. JoJo just makes a break for it. I kind of love it. And, we cut back and forth a lot. And we kind of get the realization that, like, oh no, Dragona and, what's it called? Usagi and all of them have way more of the stand inside of them now, because there was a kind of grenade, like a chemical bomb of like the cat head just rolled into the room. And I'm not sure if they I guess there is a shot of like Dragona stepped on it, but I'm not sure if what's it called, Charming Man stepped on it. Maybe just hit the back of his heel as well.
I don't know if they need to touch it. Well, I think the point they're making is that
it just has to be in the area, maybe. Because they didn't touch the page either, so...
Yeah, you're right. They didn't touch the page. Also, the whole thing is, like, the cat head was pulled by the magnetism of the what is it called, machine?
The MRI
machine. Like, they're super magnetic. They pull magnets in, or metal in. So
they're just like,
so the idea is, like, you could even just say, like, maybe the stands are metal.
They're just germs. They're essentially with like little, like, slightly bigger like germs, because like see they're covered in the hands and everything.
It's really interesting that she can create like more of them.
But I guess
because like we talked about it before, the distinction between like automatic and like non-automatic stands. It seems like she has like the ability to take control.
Well, we talked about this like a little bit, where like those type of stands, to get more powerful the closer you are.
That's true, yeah.
And like that's why he says the user must be somewhere nearby, so it's probably why she was able to make so many, and like or maybe not, or maybe does not have like a, I guess what's the word, like a basic like an activation thing, like touching the book that activated that.
Yeah.
Or like this one's just like
because that would have been something that she didn't even like. She wouldn't have known that they were there.
They didn't know. They were asking. Oh, people were looking for her.
But now she's like willing this,
and she's close by, and so it just amplified like the power of it.
It's cool because like this whole time the fight was going in a direction where I was like, okay, this chapter's called Morning Glory. Like we're gonna kind of get rid of Lulu, and like
she's too powerful. She has to die to end this arc because her stand is too powerful, OP to be left alive.
But no, like she seems like she's having a bit of a comeback here. I was kind of surprised. I thought she was gonna get kind of like brushed off.
I still think the arc gonna end with like somehow him shooting her.
That'd be really cool.
By the slow bullet.
So she brings up the assets again. It's like
assets.
Because Bobby Jean is like, what's
going on? His giant wide ass is the asset that he had.
Yeah, he does have an extremely wide ass.
I thought there was a weird one panel thing, but like every panel he's drawn with a wide like rectangular ass, or like polygonal, like a PS1 ass.
That's a great way of putting it. But no, this is when, so against Aka Howler's like suggestion, she tells him not only that like what their plan is, but also like what to get. Like he was very explicit. He said, "Don't tell him about the lava rock."
She's like, well,
that's why I think Howler's gonna stick that's why I think Bobby Jean's gonna stick around. I think he's got like long-term villain energy.
He's an agent out. He's not an official member of there, so he could just be like a third party, like private investigator kind of thing.
And agent implies that he works for like the government.
Could be,
or real estate,
but
agency.
But yeah, so we get this boomer trying to like, this guy's a boy, and he's just 2 restroom. Which was he tried to trick me, so maybe he's in the women's restroom but he wants me to think.
But little did he know, he had foreseen that concept. He foresaw that, and he put bullets behind him, in front of him.
He didn't even shoot, but the gun's not turned, so it's just behind him. I don't know how.
That's why I think that he can just fucking like put bullets anyway.
Just using sound effects, like I don't know what guo is supposed to be like.
Guo is normally like people are coughing blood. Oh god damn it! I lost the. It's like the cough sound.
Okay.
Like, I don't have that page. I had to reload the thing. What page is that?
What the
guo?
It's 30.
30. Oh, I don't have the number. It's fine.
But yeah, so he apparently already fired in that direction. It looks like like I said, it looks like they're coming from his. Maybe his jacket is his stand, and the gun is just.
Well, I don't think it's his stand. I just think
it'd be very funny if it was though.
I just think that he's able to slow things down. Like with that power, he could slow something down so slow that he could just have it like on his body. He could just keep it like in his pocket. And if it's super slow, it's not going to hurt him or anything. And then when he needs it, he can pull it out, turn it which way he needs, and then make it go faster.
You made it sound like it is just craft worked again, but like,
it is just craft work again.
Craft work with more steps.
It kind of is. It's kind of a more interesting Kraftwerk. Because I don't think Kraftwerk could...
Because the ironic...
Kraftwerk couldn't, like, control the speed of things, but it seems like this guy can.
But, he could ramp up, and he got so good that he knew how fast he could get by ramping up the taps.
Okay, actually, that's cooler. Like, Kraftwerk is fucking cooler that he has to, like, manually fucking, like, add inertia to the object. Okay, I take it back. Kraftwerk is fucking awesome.
Until I
forgot about the fucking thing. That's so cool.
Yeah, they're fighting on top of a truck against the guy with the gun. Yeah. So it was like the best matchup for him, and he still lost.
Also, don't think about the fact that they're on a moving truck.
Shut up.
But the bullet is supposedly not moving, so it's not moving with the moving truck.
It just makes the gunshot that missed the shot even faster.
Yeah, you can't think about it. It's like really cool, but you cannot think about it.
It's like when you curve the bullet in Wanted, where you just don't think about it. It's not how it works.
Do not think about it. Just enjoy.
And so you kind of deflects all the bullets and everything with November Rain. You get a really cool reload animation, and like combat moves. It's so fun to see like this kind of combat in JoJo. Like you're so used to like long range fights or whatever and everything, but seeing like a CQC, like we've been seeing a lot of CQC fights, and I've been loving it.
Yeah, Bobby is definitely like he's got like combat training, like the way he's like clearing the room, his stance with the gun, like this guy's very experienced.
I said all the standbys we've gotten have been like CQC, especially in this like part, and I've been loving that.
Yeah. Also, I do have to say these toilets at the end. This is very Japanese toilet. These are Japanese ass toilets. I haven't been to Hawaii for very long. I was there for about 4 hours at the airport, so I can only attest to those toilets. But they did not look like this.
I also just like JoJo like having like not having a combat stand, just having like a counters the bullets. That you can't do anything else really other than like pressurizing him. I guess after that you have to get him like you literally have to get him in like punch range to actually do anything.
Yeah, it's funny. It's more defensive now. Like everything we're seeing with it, it's way more powerful as a defensive stand, which is cool because normally every JoJo stand is just a punch or a shoot.
Punch goes with some asterisks there. What else can you do?
Yeah.
But like even like, except for Johnny, I guess. But
Johnny, yeah, punch or a shoot. Johnny's the shoot.
But he was particularly a ranged fighter, which I loved that.
Yeah, it made it interesting. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a switch up then. It was cool. This seems to be kind of a different direction too.
Also, the thing I noticed that like okay, he's not taking a risk of like getting close to him, and when he saw the range stuff, he's not taking. Like, he doesn't really understand what it does yet. He's just like, okay, just don't. I'll keep shooting at him. But I can't get like close to that wetness, I guess. Because he does mention he can see it, right? November Rain.
Who says what?
Did Bobby Jean reference that he sees like the rain wall?
Oh, I don't know.
Because
does he talk after? Hold on.
He said the kid he made a wall like this in the hallway back there. He sees a wall. He doesn't see that as rain or anything, but like
I'm guessing it's moving so fast because like I was really looking at some of these panels. You can see if you look at like the bottom of the ground, it is doing a ripple effect, like a drop of rain. So this is definitely supposed to be rain still, but different than before, which were like distinct droplets. These are like they're almost like little rain lasers.
But
it's very cool visual.
Okay, I got a prediction. Since Bobby Jean went ahead, that leaves this child completely unprotected by Paco. And Paco was like, "I've been to jail for worse." He's gonna just
kills a child.
Yes, this bratty child, like Willy Wonka style.
You know that meme?
He drops her in the furnace of the hospital.
Oh my god! You know
the bad egg.
You know that meme that's like you go to the store to get a watermelon, and then the woman at the produce thing has like a watermelon like shape in her neck, and she's like, "We're all out of watermelons." What if Paco does that with her? He like wraps his whole body around Lulu, and like there's like a Lulu shape,
like a compactor, like a cardboard compactor, just like.
And then like Bobby Jean's like, "Where'd Lulu go?" And Paco's like, "We're all out of Lulus.
We're all hell."
It's like, who?
Lulu
and you just see blood pouring. Like he's compacting. It's like Akira, the scene at the end of Akira, where he's getting crushed.
I don't know. It'd be crazy if Charming Man just like did like the dust inside her, just exploded it from the inside.
Damn, that'd be fucking awesome.
Like, I don't know, man. Like the child's too strong to be left alive unless like they win and this be like, oh, you know too much, or like they get Bobby Jean to turn on her or something like that.
Yeah, I really think it's I still like the idea that she's going to get the rock in some way, and her wish to be Bobby Jean's daughter is going to come true. In like a weird sort of like, what's the word? Like a monkey's paw situation.
Word timeline.
But at what cost? I can't explain that.
I got the lava rock, but at what cost?
Yeah, but then we didn't even say this, but yeah, at the very end of the chapter, JoJo is starting to be affected by Girls Bag Grove.
Yeah, so basically all of them are. But so who canonically? So one of them has the lava rock. Is it JoJo have it or Dragona have
pretty
it?
Pretty sure Dragona has it.
Okay, pretty sure Dragona has it.
He always has it in a pocket. The pocket where his emblem is.
Yeah, like the Hermes pocket essentially.
That's gross. That's the boob pocket.
Yeah. Hey! If Dragona wanted to, Dragona could just have a flesh pocket as well.
Easily,
like
many of them could.
Hermes took the hardest way possible. Like there was like. That was not a easy thing, or it's constant stuff is in there when she's fighting.
So
by the way,
it's so gross.
And anytime Hermes is fighting, she is has her inventories in there.
Maybe it's just like a little bit of skin. Maybe it's just under a little bit of skin, but it looked like it was a deep fucking cut into like
Google Hermes Costello's cup size and see how big her inventory is. Game theory.
Boobs aren't muscular, right? Like boobs don't have like any muscle in them.
Jim and JoJo? No, they're.
I don't understand the physiology of where the boob meets the chest. If there's flesh there or if there's muscle there.
I'm gonna fucking regret googling this.
What are you googling?
Nothing. Don't forget it.
All right. But yeah, JoJo. Chapter good.
So any other predictions then for you?
No, I like my ideas about the stand. I want to see more about Bobby Jean's stand. Bobby Jean is a really great character. I love him. I love a really competent and scary antagonist.
Yeah.
It's really cool in JoJo when we get those.
I'm interested. Like I said, I'm interested to see what they do with these characters. Like I said before, this girl is too powerful, and like I don't see her like leaving the bad guy's side where like Agent Bobby Jean is, and he didn't really like when she brought up the info. He didn't like say, "Wait, what do you mean a rock or anything?" He just
went with it. He just
you're paying maybe like, yeah, you're paying me, whatever, man. But
well, like we don't. Presumably, Akka's paying them all, but it seems like Akka cares or has a closer relationship with Lulu.
Yeah. She's part of his, like, I guess, like, elite agents, I guess. I don't know. Or, like, she's in charge of, like, different areas that they keep watch of. Like, one's, like, the deeds.
The elementary school.
I guess so. Or, like, some kind of, like, academy. It's a special academy. That's why they have, like, the prince.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine if they
get them undercover. Paco's like the teacher that's just like a bunch of
do like an umbrella academy.
No, it'd be like no, he's like the teacher that comes from like the inner city who like knows how to get along with the students and turn them all to become proper young students.
Yeah, the teacher that got fucking dishonorably discharged from the army.
Yep. His teaching aide, Charming Man. This is Mr. Charming. This is Mr. Man.
This is Mr. Man. First name Charming.
His friends call him Charming.
He's a killer, and he hates his cats.
Back to school. We don't know about the cats.
He hates his cats.
We do not know about the cats.
He didn't save them.
He didn't explain about the cats.
He never explained the cats.
I don't think they were his cats.
People have told me in many comments, because I complain about this, people tell me they are his cats. Apparently there is a line where somebody says... Who is taking
care of the cats now?
Someone says that these are Charming Man's cats. I need to see the cats healthy and clean.
He's like, oh man, my bro went missing. I'm gonna go home, bring my cats who conveniently have stands, the same stands, and bring them to attack, watch outside this visiting Japanese mangaka Hawaiian house to just, like, it's too much of a plan. Even for JoJo.
Yeah, it's so contrived. Because that's why I was so like there must be a mastermind here, but no, there certainly is not. All right, we done with JoJo?
I guess so. Is there anything else you want to talk about or bring up?
No. People, the part 7 anime hype is funny to me.
The copium.
I saw people talking about this chapter. They're like, oh, there's going to be a big announcement next chapter.
Right. The Part 7 anime versus like the Persona 6 copium off. It's fascinating. Every time
Persona 6.
Every time Atlas has like a thing, it's going to be another fucking Persona 5 spinoff.
Yeah, I mean, years of fucking like Persona milking should have
Persona 4 and 5 milking, like.
Yeah, there's a funny cartoon people always pull up where it's like a farmer going to milk a cow and the cow is literally like as thin as a rail.
Yeah.
And yeah, people put they'll put Persona 5 on it or whatever. Yeah.
And the two things people wanted was Persona 5 Arena, which we're not getting, and Persona 6, which
doesn't exist.
It never happened.
What's
gonna happen first? What do you gotta put money on? What comment as well? What do you think had Persona 6 or Part 7 anime?
I would say Part 7 anime, and I don't think that's coming out.
And do you think David Productions probably not doing it?
That would be cool.
I don't think they are. But hey, man,
I would like for it to switch up.
Give me the Trigun Stampede studio to do it.
Was that Orange?
It may have been Orange.
Studio Orange could do a really good job
because that art style is freaking phenomenal. But I know
Trigun looked really good.
Trigun was great. It was beautiful. But like people would complain of like it doesn't look like JoJo.
People can shuck a dick. Honestly, the 3D OPs look better than any 2D JoJo anime ever has.
We always say this, and yeah, but
give me a whole part. The problem is that those are also OPs, so they put like a whole episode's worth of budget into that.
And God, I remember Part 4 didn't really do like a lot of the CG. Part 4 and 5 didn't really do the CG openings
No, it didn't have any.
Which is you had everybody's favorite OP of Chase.
Part 4 didn't. Part 5 didn't. Part 6.
But Part 4 made up by having Great Day, which is like one of my favorite OPs anyway.
It's great. No, I love them a lot, but it was weird that they didn't do it for Part 4.
I'm glad they did it for Part 6, though.
It must have been like a conflict. The other studio probably just couldn't do it.
Scheduling conflict. Because 4 and 5 came out pretty pretty time schedule. But yeah.
No, they didn't. There was a huge wait between 4 and 5, yeah. It was a long one.
Maybe I forget because the Part 6 one literally felt like the longest one compared to them.
I think it was, but between 4 and 5, there was a lot of time.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you. But no, it'd be very funny if Persona 6 got announced for the PS5 Pro. You just spent exclusive to spend $700.
It's like how some games only played on the new 3DS. Like this is only for the PS5 Pro. You need to spend $700 on it, whatever it is.
The PlayStation Vita. It only plays on Steam, but the Steam Deck. It's Steam Deck exclusive.
Now we're talking.
But
I guess. What do I want to talk about?
Unless you want me to go first, because I know my two things.
I have a couple things, I guess. I was playing Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
I don't quite get it.
It's like a Souls game, but with like character action, like Devil May Cry, like that kind of action to it. And it has like, from what I've heard and what I've seen, like every 2 minutes is a boss fight. Yeah,
it's very much kind of like I'm trying to think if it was like Elden Ring kind of thing. Where Elden Ring was like, okay, yeah, we're just boss. It kind of gives you that vibe too, where the point where sometimes they get like they're really unmemorable. A lot of the bosses too just feel like big giant monster. I'm not very far. I think I'm in like chapter 2. But there are moments that are like awesome and I'm like blown away. Like I beat the first chapter and there's kind of like a little story that you follow about some of the characters. And there's an amazing like music video, like this fucking beautifully animated like 2D. It's done to be like I've seen
those weirdly transitions in the animated parts.
Yeah, and they give you like a whole thing where it's like this kind of condensed version of the story of this character. And I guess they do it for every chapter. And I was blown away by how like thoughtful and gorgeous and amazing it was. Because the whole like spoiler for like the first guy, whatever. The whole thing is that he was a monk who was like really godly, and then he got corrupted because he wanted like these very fancy cloths. I'm sure this is based off a real
Journey to the West.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a real Chinese like story that's based off of. But the way that it's portrayed in this little music video is so amazing, and the visuals, especially the cloths, are just so like vibrant. You understand why this guy was so obsessed with them because they're so pretty. And I was really blown away by that. And then I'm just like, the next chapter begins with this really cool scene. Where like there's cool music, there's like almost like a music video happening over you're playing, and then it just kind of gets boring. Like the bosses are like boring and they're not really cleverly thought out, and like I don't know, the combat is like not quite. It's like if Sekiro was like for dumb people.
It's like
that's like the way I would put this game.
It just seemed like not the combat for a Souls-like game for what I've seen.
Yeah, I think people comparing it like to Souls games is like not good. It's not fair.
I said it's really not like the gameplay looked like a character action game.
Yeah, it's really the only Souls things about it are it uses like a similar sort of bonfire
and the boss stuff.
Checkpoint system. But even the boss, I mean, like a lot of games have bosses. Like,
yeah,
it's I don't know. It's everyone is just comparing everything to Elden Ring now because, like, of course they are.
So it's fresh on the mind again, yeah.
And but yeah, I don't know. Moments. Maybe I'm not playing. I'm playing on a Steam Deck. Settings are kind of low on that, like to keep a consistent frame rate.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm missing like how beautiful everything is, but I don't know if that would really win me over on my issues with the game. I don't know if I'll finish it.
At least maybe an update that comes out that makes it run better on Steam Deck or something.
Yeah.
Anything else that you've been watching, playing?
I feel like I do want to say other things, but I don't know if I have anything like you go, and I'll see if I want to add an addendum.
If you think about it, yeah. I think I played through like 2 games between the last episode. Which one is I played through Wolfenstein the reboot, the first one of it. The New Colossus,
the New Order. I don't know.
I think it's maybe New Order, but it's a good game, solid shooter game. There's some weird stuff, like, I guess the quality of life that hopefully comes in later. Like, it's a minor stuff, like, I don't want to kill a pile of enemies that have to mash X to pick up every piece of gun and armor. It's like, that's really stupid. But I do, like the game, the gunplay or the combat, I wasn't, I wasn't in love with, but, like, the stealth stuff I found a lot of fun. But I do give a game a solid, like, okay, you actually had a game pretty much everybody speaks German. That's a cool touch you put in there. It's accurate how you probably would be. And I think it's, that's cool. I like that. Nice touch. It's, some of the stuff is really cool. There's this one weird like I guess choose like a choice moment, and like all it does is it makes who this one recurring side character is, and then another side character you meet later on is, and and changes the mini game you play for like lock picking or like getting through a door.
Interesting.
And it doesn't change the outcome because like the one character is like the one character is just like written off at one point, so like that character just did not matter at all in the end scheme. And then there's a sequel, so I'm like, who is the recurring character is like who you choose. Like I wonder who's the canon one because there is a second game, so I'm like, who is the canon ending then for the choice? But I did enjoy it. Some of the levels are really cool, but like, I wasn't a fan of gunplay, but I'm excited to play the second one because I'm hoping the quality of life changes are good. You get to play the classic Wolfenstein game, but like with like the 3D combat one. It was kind of funny.
That is interesting.
But it's a solid game. I got it for like $5. It's like a super cheap
That
game.
sounds like the perfect $5 game.
Yes.
I think I paid $5 for Doom 2016 or whatever.
I think so. I got a bundle with like both of them for like $10, I think. Which so now I need to play sequel to one or both of them, either Eternal or the New Colossus or whatever. I hear the co-op Wolfenstein one is not that good, so. And there's gonna be a new Doom game they announced like from the summer.
That looked fucking awesome. Doom Eternal was cool, but I hear
people were mixed about Eternal.
I was a little mixed on it. There was something about like it didn't carry the same like the whole first game just feels like it propels forward. This one has a lot more like I don't know, once you sit with levels longer. The new game looks fucking amazing. The fucking shield.
It's a shame that Mick Gordon's not doing the music anymore, but still.
That is a shame. The music is huge to the identity, but
I guess
fucking ass.
But
fucking cool.
Solid game. It's one of those Bethesda games that just goes on sale a lot. So if you're interested in just one like a solid shooter, it doesn't take that long to play through. You don't need to do both sides. Because I looked up, I was like, is there a different campaign then if I pick the other option? I'm like, no, it just changes a character and mini game and like another side character.
So funny.
And I can just watch those cutscenes on YouTube. I did afterwards. I'm like, oh, this other side character I didn't really like too much. I didn't seem to like the weird nervous girl character. I got better. But there's some fun missions in there. Recommend if you want a shooter. It's right. And second game I played was Midnight Suns, which you
didn't play all the way through.
I got to like.
You said you played through 2 games. I
got to 2 acts. I played 2. I just
wanted to let
a game in 2/3. I got through 2 acts, and I kind of just got bored of Midnight Sun, because, like, the grind to get better stuff... you don't know, it's, like, the Marvel turn-based, like, RPG... XCOM, made by the XCOM studio, and, I like a lot of it, like, the combat can be fun, like, some of the character stuff, like, I don't like the MCU quip stuff is bad. Like, I am so annoyed by Tony Stark. If I hear him say Dr. Spooky, like, every 2 seconds, I'm going to, like, ram my head into a window. Like, and like some of the jokes are just like really bad, but like I was talking to Jim early before that, I'm like, I would have been much more interested if it was just the younger cat, like the Midnight Suns, the supernatural characters. You could have a couple of those, like Doctor Strange can come in there, Spider-Man, I think it's fine because he has that, Morbius is a villain to Spider-Man.
If you need to have Tony Stark, just bring him in for like a level. Do it early on, then have him
You go to
leave.
Stark Tower, he shows up, helps you out for a mission.
Just bring him in for like, okay, we got our Tony Stark.
But I know you gotta sell the copy by having Avenger stuff, but like I like, oh, Magic, cool. Nico, cool. Robbie Reyes, cool. Like this is fun.
Even Blade was pretty fun.
Blade is cool. Other than like Captain Marvel doesn't need to be here. That's so weird.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's another weird. I wish we talked about
I like
this
her
earlier.
playstyle. Her playstyle. She's one of my favorite kind of card playstyle.
Yeah, no, I liked her, but as a character, I think they laid too hard in the Avengers. They needed to.
Like Wolverine's
the game failed anyway. They didn't even need to put.
Wolverine is that loner character that would just pop up. Same with Spider-Man. Like
some people, like Wolverine and Spider-Man, you like contractually you need to like include them in these things.
And I said like Storm's a DLC character. Like Storm would have been like, I can see her being there because she's like related as like a weather witch essentially.
I hate when games like that have character DLC because it just feels like either this was a character that was intended to be in the game and they removed her.
One of them is Venom, who is in the game.
So he was probably intended to be in the game and they just removed him and made him DLC. Or the opposite is that this character wasn't intended to be in the game at all and they just shoehorn them. So it's like
Morbius.
Are there fucking
Jim? You just named 2 DLC characters, Venom and Morbius, as Spectrums.
Yeah. So like, am I supposed to care about like interactions between Morbius? Is he going to hang out? Because like a big part of the game are the social linky aspects. And I don't know. To me, it's like, oh, they're DLC characters. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, but
your game didn't even sell well. Fuck you.
And also, it's just there's so many. I know what that is. Like, oh man, it's gonna be a dragon like Fig Fan Foom. I'm like, oh my god, you don't need to make everything related to another character.
Sam, yes, they do. It is
I know what that
MCU
is.
Poison.
Like, I don't know. There's some the character interaction stuff, but like it just after that the grind and like I want to get. I don't want all my access to my new abilities is I have to complete a mission that takes like 15 to 20 minutes and then have to play an RNG like loot box of like here's 5 cards, pick 2. I'm like,
yeah,
you can craft them, but look at those supplies. You need to craft. You need to grind up your cards and make them into a new one.
Something about crafting systems in games just are like repellent to me. Like I bounce off games so hard with that. I
did like there's a good customization for your character and for the other characters. You get some other color schemes, but like they have microtransactions to get skins.
It's evil.
And like
there are some skins you have to pay money for.
Yes. I don't know why. And I'm like, oh, I would have loved to have that as like an unlock because you unlock certain points of costume for your own character. I would have loved that for other characters. You get one skin, which is like their like gold skin essentially, and like you can customize them when they're like out of suit. I'm like, oh, that's cool and fun. I wish there was more variety to that other than just tank top or shirt variety.
Yeah,
like
it has that very like. What's the like MCU is very like military inspired with like the design and like. It feels like that as well.
Like the best Captain Marvel outfit, which is the better suit and it has the better hairstyle. I'm like, I want that, but I'm not gonna spend like $300 on that.
I know. I was furious when I looked at all the skins when I was playing it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to unlock this, and then saw, oh no, you can only get whatever currency by spending human dollars. And this,
I got the game for free though, so I didn't spend any money. I got it on Epic Game Store for free. So like,
yeah,
But still, like
they're giving it away, folks. That game, I'm sure
all my games on Epic Game Store, I did not pay
that game
for.
Did horribly. It sold terribly.
I think it's like I said, if it was just a focus on like younger Avenger cast, or you throw Miss Marvel in there, it would have been like I younger or just Supernatural themed. I would have been way more happy than the Avengers. Like
Miss Marvel would have been a good inclusion, I think, even from like a gameplay standpoint. You could do a lot of fun with her powers.
I think it could have been more fun to had with the focus on the younger character. Because the Avengers
is Captain America in it?
Yeah, he's in there. He's fine.
They fucking have everyone. It's like just give me
some weirdos.
The best part about
I like the
weird.
I like the weirdos. I like Magic has portal powers. Nico is it's like RNG. I love perfect for her. I'm like the one Nico. I'm the one Nico stan from comics, man.
You are not the one Nico stan. She's a great card in Snap. But
you're not talking about Snap.
The part of the appeal of like a big cape universe like Marvel is that I don't need to read the Captain America, the Iron Mans. I can find like the more niche series that are maybe doing something a little more fun and different, and that's when people get really connected to characters like Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I mean, but Hawkeye's a fun example, but like a lot of these younger characters or like newer characters,
or even like you get some B-listers in there. Like Iron Fist is related to magic as well. You throw Iron Fist in there to have like a punchy character.
Still, like he's like Yeah, like I think like that to me, like I don't need every single like Marvel thing to have like Literally, like, all of the Avengers in it.
Show me Kitty Pryde in there with Lockhead.
Kitty Pryde would actually be a really good inclusion, I think.
Like, give me some weirdos, man.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde.
Psylocke would be great. I would love, like, give me a Psyche, but don't give me a Jean Grey or Emma Frost. Give me Psylocke.
It feels like Psylocke is like a loser psychic.
She is
just because, like, compared to, like, the other psychics are so fucking powerful, she's like a low tier psychic.
Like, we don't want to talk about your psychic. We want to call your cool ninja shit.
Yeah, even her psychic. She has the fucking
Psyblade.
psychic. Yeah, she has like an epic psychic blade.
One of my Marvel 2 mains.
All right, that's enough Marvel though.
But no, I said I wish I could have kept my attention more. Like, if they had a sequel or like a different, like, same universe but like same combat, but like, you know, grow on it. I think it could be a much better game, but I don't know. I think people got turned away by the card system, which I didn't mind too much.
I don't know if it was a card system.
People saw a card system and they freaked out when the game was like shown off.
It's so weird though, because like cards are such a big trope in games.
It's not
right
like
now.
It's not a deck builder, because like the deck
the
deck recycles. Like, it's not like you have a 30 card deck. You have like 8 to 10 cards, I think it is.
But you still choose what cards you want to load out.
But it's not like it's not like I don't know. It's not like Marvel Snap kind of like deck.
Yeah, it's
where you're kind of building towards one thing. You kind of have your 3 characters that have their own gimmick, and you have to like do environmental attacks. It's like, I don't know. Maybe they would have been better if they had like a XCOM-S RPG like turn-based system of like you have a couple abilities in your primary weapon, like, and your ability can be tied to whatever your gimmick of your character is.
Yeah,
they have a passive and have like an ability or two for themselves.
So I haven't played the XCOM game, so I can't give any like meaningful critique. But I do think that, like, I'm sure that there was a lot of fun. Whenever I play a game now, I think about like what was fun for the developers when they made this, because these are people that are making the game for like literally years. You know, and they have to play this game for years and play test it. So they must have had a lot of fun with that system. I just could not find
what I got for the fun was like them and like the younger actual Midnight Sun characters. They had more fun with them, I feel, than like than some of the other ones, because like a lot of characters just like, I don't know, they like, oh no, this is a Marvel game, you gotta include the main guys.
You have to have Dr. Spooky,
Doctor Strange. When Doctor Strange was to open up his loot chest, he says, I was gonna binge watch my shows.
All right, I'm done with talking about this,
but I don't know.
I have one more thing I want to mention.
Go ahead.
So recently, I believe 2 days ago or a day ago, trailer for the next Madoka Magica movie.
Oh yeah, she's holding the Keyblade on that poster.
She's holding the Keyblade.
It's like a reverse Keyblade.
This completely reignited my obsession. I'm a humongous fan of Madoka.
Okay, so sum up, this is a sequel to the last like actual movie.
Yeah. And
then this is not tied to the gacha game at all?
I don't know. I'm hoping it isn't. There are some character designs in it that I don't know, which they could either be new characters for the movie or they could be gacha characters. I really hope it's not. I feel like I'm gonna probably do like a whole series re-binge before this comes out.
Would that include the gacha series?
I think I've never seen it before, so I think I might hit a point where I hate watch it. But I don't want to hate like Madoka at all. Like, I just want to ignore that. I don't want to have to hate watch something because like it's one of my favorite animes ever. But
well, Jim,
I just want this fucking movie to come out.
That's what I did when I put you through Fully Cooley. I got you through what I love and then binge watch and hate watch through the rest too.
So bad.
And there's 2 more. That I do 1,000-yard stare.
Do you think they're gonna do more?
There's 4 and 5. Yeah, there's...
No, but I think. Do you think more will be made?
Well, the gun in my drawer is sitting there ready, waiting for it, just in case of 7 and 8.
Jesus fucking Christ! What a sad.
What about 6?
Thing.
We don't worry about 6.
I guess I'm also since I'm talking about trailers, that's what I'm excited about, like a fucking consumer. The other trailer that I saw that I'm excited about is Uzumaki.
Oh yeah,
come out this month.
It's gonna be real.
It is real.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was actually, I don't even know what it was. I was watching something with my mom, and she saw the trailer, and she was like, "That looks scary. I bet you'd like that." And I said, "Well,
actually, and you push up your glasses.
I do really enjoy that comic, and I'm very excited for the show. So, hoping it breaks the curse of Junji Ito adaptations not being terrible.
Yeah. You know, since October is gonna be no JoJo, maybe we should do like a what's it called? A Junji Ito kind of stuff, because I never read any.
Oh, you haven't?
Junji Ito. I only watched that shitty Junji Ito collection we watched a couple episodes of with that shitty kid with the nail eating the nails in his mouth.
Yeah, eating the nails.
I hate that kid.
I'm sure he's charming if you read the
I'm sure
stories.
he's not.
That's interesting. Yeah, well, we could do some manga, some horror manga.
Yeah.
I haven't read all of Tomie.
Horror manga and anime, maybe. If you have some recommendations.
For years, I don't know if I've talked to you about it, but I want you to watch this anime called Shiki.
And I wanted you to watch Hellsing.
We'll go alternating.
All right, Dr. Spooky.
But is Hellsing good? Is Hellsing actually good?
Hellsing's Ultimate's great.
Shiki is like amazing, and no one talks about Shiki.
Yeah, Hellsing's Ultimate is great, and everybody talks about Hellsing.
Shiki is like a vampire show.
Yes. Same thing about Hellsing.
But it's great. It's about like a small town in Japan that gets invaded by vampires. And it kind of becomes like a humans versus vampire struggle.
Make a vote, make a Twitter vote out of it. I'm sure it'll be an even race.
People are like, what the fuck is Shiki? I do feel like Shiki is one of those slept on anime.
We should do an episode because like there's like other vampire shows that we could do as well.
There's too many vampire shows.
Yeah.
Well, you've never seen fucking Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, and I know you'd love that shit.
Yeah, but watch Blood Rain, the movie by Uwe Boll. No, I'm kidding. No, we'll do the real live action anime, which is Van Helsing.
Yeah, Van Helsing. I fucking stand.
We are Van Helsing stands.
Yeah,
I
got an argument with my uncle the other day because I was saying how good that movie is.
It's great.
He was like, I saw it when it came out. It sucked. I was like, fuck you.
Suck.
I was like, fuck you. They don't make movies like that anymore.
We're gonna beat him up.
And then my aunt was like, yeah, the last shot is his fucking wife in the clouds. I was like, yeah, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, have you ever seen JoJo? The homage to JoJo.
If you cared about fucking peak media like I do.
Yeah, all good media gives homage to JoJo, like Van Helsing and the end of Happy Gilmore.
All right. That's
be fun.
I
think October is perfect.
We should do a little spooky thing.
A spooky cast.
Honestly, the idea of manga is so much easier and quicker.
What can our alternate spooky JOKAKAKA name be?
That's a good question. Leave that to the audience. I don't have any funny ones. Bukaka.
No. That can go. People think it's something else, Jim. No, we can't do Bukaka.
What?
Bukaki.
That's a good one.
Not that kind of show, Jim.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Anything else then? Anything else you've been watching or reading?
No, I've been lame. I haven't really been doing anything.
I gotta start Warhammer.
Just Space Marine 2. Simpsons.
Yeah, good. I love old Sims.
Me too. It's a comfort show.
I'm trying to think of nothing else because I said I played a little bit of Taiko Drum. I got on Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little workout game. But other than that, yeah.
All right. One last thing I want to recommend. I watched a cut down version of
what?
Of Germa playing Detroit Become Human.
Oh god.
And he did so many bad choices. Like not even trying to be bad. But he got like a literal like 1% scene ending. It was so bad in so many ways. It was actually like amazing to watch.
I always recommend the Best Friends playthrough of that. But like I remember what game they played a game and they somehow got like the perfect ending with like all the correct choices, but they were just doing it blind. But like they did 3 attempts of it and just did every alternate take of that thing. But like I was just watching a clip, like a montage of Detroit Become Human with like people like of just reacting to certain things. Like this game is not this game doesn't to the civil rights movement at all, not related to that at all. And then the background main menu lady talks about the Underground Railroad right away after they said that, and they're just like. Their hands in her face.
It's so bad. It sucks because like when you're playing that game, and I played it, I kind of enjoyed it. It's probably the best Cage game.
What are your speech options? Is I have a dream.
Yeah, when you're starting it, it feels like it actually has like some really nuanced like. It feels really interesting, and then you see all the androids get on the back of the bus, and you're like, "Oh no!"
Really ham-fisted.
Yeah,
Also, like
extremely ham-fisted.
the twist with like the girl robot is like one of the worst.
It's
like
really bad. That's like heroically bad.
Remember they were supposed to do a Star Wars game.
Yeah, it got canceled, right?
I don't know, Jim. Their best game is still Omicron.
But it's really funny, and like I just love Germa playing games like this is wonderful because his favorite story in the game, like when he cares about, is Connor and
everybody loves Connor and Hank.
Connor and Hank. And he keeps fucking up so bad in it, and it's hilarious because that's the only one he wants to see.
Well, we're watching the old Best Friends one because like. All of them are one of the 3 characters. They switch off, but when you get the thing where like Connor's chasing after one of them, they have to fight for the controller to see. And like Connor got hit by a car like 3 different times. But like, oh my god.
Yeah. All right. That was just didn't need to be. I didn't need to go into that. But...
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Nothing else I could think of. I haven't really been watching anything. I saved out a lot of the other stuff for Chainsaw, which we have to do sometimes. A lot of chapters. I mean, there's some dialogue-less chapters, so it's easy to sit on some of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. The last one, I think.
Last two, I think. Or I guess one had a flashback talk in it, but like, yeah. Which is very good.
Yeah, I need to talk about Precure with Medi.
Yeah,
that was my workout show. Whenever I was on the treadmill, I'd watch.
Did you watch more Precure?
I watched a bit, but I stopped working out, so I stopped watching.
I did like Jim, like some of the weird like crossover Precure has was like because it was on the Saturday morning block of Kamen Rider Super Sentai of her like killing the one Super Sentai guy. It looks like a raging demon where it's like blurred of her like flipping him over.
The description was like Cure Yell kills
Lupin Red.
Yeah, whatever. And I was like, her name is Yell. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that series, yeah.
She's screaming.
It's like horrifying when they do like the advertising for Precure.
The masks are gross.
I hate the creepy anime.
They need to just have women's faces.
Yes, like... it's fine. That's what you have cosplayers do. Yeah. Like it's horrifying. It is like a jump scare. That could be like a mascot horror jump scare.
Oh, don't say that out loud. You're gonna give someone ideas.
I'm gonna give. They hadn't been done yet. Garden of Banban 9 is going to have Precure.
All right, do you want to wrap this up? My dog.
Fine. I'll plug up the. I don't know.
The broken toilet, or Jodio's on a toilet. Plug the toilet.
I'll plug Jodio's toilet that you clogged up with rainwater. Stand water.
It's very hard.
It's stand water.
It's very hard rainwater.
Would you take a shot of November rainwater?
No, it'd probably go right through.
It's heavy water.
It'd be heavy water.
It's called heavy water. Isn't heavy water an actual thing?
Yes, hard water. Hard water is when water has like more minerals in it.
What the heavy? I want. It's like It's like what's it called? Gamer Girl bathwater. Like Jodio's bathwater. He would sell one to school.
Somebody made a joke on Twitter recently where it was they had like a cast iron skillet, but it was completely like clean. Like you're not supposed to like scrub them. You're supposed to like they're supposed to be that black like cast irony crusty stuff. And this was like perfectly like shine. It looked like it was made of stainless steel. He's like, I just put this in my dishwasher and it got clean as a joke. And people are like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I have really hard water.
Let's just hope that the music world isn't as cursed as it was between these two. Because like in the week span we had like Dave Grohl came out, it's like had a secret child.
Oh yeah.
We had Jane's Addiction, like lead singer punched their guitars on stage and had you got punches the guitars on stage, had drag them off the stage and canceled the rest of their tour now because the dude has issues.
This isn't for no one, but I
and then the whole Diddy stuff that's going on.
And I don't know if you've heard of Bright Eyes before, the band Bright Eyes.
Nah.
I don't know if I follow them on or follow the subreddit, but someone on I don't go on Reddit hardly ever, but I opened Reddit and somebody was like, damn, it was really hard seeing him last night perform. Apparently he's like fucking super alcoholic and he was like wasted and couldn't even play. So damn, music industry is fucked right now.
Dude, the Diddy stuff I've been hearing, like he had like 1,000 thing of like lotion in his like in, like a closet or whatever. It's like insane.
He got life, right?
Like fuck he's in trial right now. He doesn't have. He can get it. Like,
he could get life. Okay,
yes.
I saw my friends talking about it in the chat.
All the fuck parties and everything and. Like, it's crazy.
He should have been with Ludacris drinking the clear glacier water.
I love it. Everybody was worried that he died. He
gotta get him free.
He didn't make a tweet.
He's gonna get like a parasite.
You think next tweet was like him throwing the first pitch at a baseball game, but with a giant Ludacris fit hands on?
Yes, I saw that. They're amazing. That's so fucking cool.
But yeah, okay.
Because people are making jokes. They're like, this is what they should do for Frankie in the One Piece anime.
Ludacris should be Frankie
if he survives.
The water's gonna turn his hair blue. Oh my god, grow extra hair.
All right, Sam, we have to end
this. All right, thank you all for listening. If you liked this episode, please like the podcast, leave a review anywhere you listen to this. Anything that helps out the podcast on any network you're listening to this on. You can also follow the podcast on Twitter, or it has via Jim's handles on there as well separately. You can also, like we said at the very beginning of the show, if you want to let your name shouted out, you can leave whatever you feel comfortable leaving on our Patreon. And like I said, if you have any spooky anime related like recommendations other than the ones we kind of said, then go ahead and leave them.
I would like more horror anime, or sorry, not my anime. Absolutely don't give me horror anime. Give me horror manga.
Jim, I will put the spookiest anime on. It's called Shield Hero Season 3.
Shut the fuck up. I tried reading a manga recently called like Magical Girl Zombies or something.
That sounds epic.
Because I was like, this whatever. I saw buzz about it. I read it. I read the first chapter. I was like, this is dog water. This is so shitty. Why would anyone read this garbage? I need the good shit. Give me the stuff that will traumatize me. That's my favorite horror shit.
Give me that.
Give me like a Starving Anonymous.
One that eats dogs, the one that eats cats.
Okay, don't give me that. I don't want that. But I do need to finish Starving Anonymous. That did give me fucking nightmares. I like that one. All right.
I think the horror genre is just like... Frank and Fran never got an anime, did it?
No, it never did. Technically, the sequel series is still running, so there's hope.
Is there really?
There's hope yet. I would like OVAs though. If they ever did it, I would like 1 or 2 OVAs.
I feel like horror series are just something they never do, or
they look shitty.
Never gets mainstream because they can't air on TV if it's super violent because Japan loves that.
No, the fucking horror manga is just always shitty. There's just a rule. It's always bad.
Unless like Fujimoto, give me a Fujimoto like one shot Halloween spooktacular.
That'd be awesome.
Give me an Iraqi Halloween.
That'd be fucking cool.
Give me some cool Halloween stuff, and not just like a Halloween episode of a TV show. It's just like, here's a pumpkin, the monster's a pumpkin or a skeleton. It's just not. It's kind of weird. There isn't. It's all mostly manga.
Because the manga's better. Manga's better medium for it, in my opinion. All right, we gotta go. Thank you so much for listening.
Gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.